Good afternoon and welcome to the Midday News. Here's what we have in the bulletin. Heavy police military presence in Central Village, St. Catherine after 5 people were murdered. Haitians react to the resignation of interim Prime Minister Ariel Henry. And later in sports, John Wall removed as head coach of under-20 reggae boys. Thank you for joining us. I'm Shimela Pullen. Here are the details. The community of Central Village in St. Catherine remains tense this afternoon after 5 people were shot and killed in less than 48 hours. A strong police military presence is now in the area. The all-too-familiar yellow tape drawn sometime before 2 Tuesday morning on 1st Avenue, Central Village, St. Catherine. Police and fire personnel were called to the scene where a 3-bedroom house was fire-bombed. The bodies of 4 people were then discovered. According to Divisional Commander for the St. Catherine Fire Brigade, Superintendent Dennis Lyon, firefighters were called to the area about 1:45. He says 14 firefighters and 2 units were dispatched to the scene.
During the firefighting operation, observation were made of the bodies of 3 individuals on the veranda of the dwelling house. After the cooling down operation and the team entered the building, a 4th body was found in the bathroom.
The identities of the deceased are yet to be released, but it's understood that they're a woman, her 2 daughters, and her grandson. Within the same space, there was a similar incident earlier. According to reports, at about 4:10 Monday morning, a man was fatally shot and his house firebombed.
When the brigade arrived at the scene, the body of a male was seen behind the building during the firefighting operation. That person was not burnt, however. That body was found behind the burning building.
It's believed the men who did the killing also shot and injured another woman in a different section of the community. TVJ News has since learned she was shot in the face and is in hospital in serious condition. 3 illegal firearms were also seized in the area during an operation last week. A relative of the deceased says there's an ongoing gang feud in the area.
I just feel like he need a pass or something. And because I'm a person like this, if he knows you're a bad man, he will tell the streets, say, don't walk through me yard. Don't walk through me yard. And enough of them not go like that. Because me, they already and see boy from around here, so I walk through here for go suffer, go do so. And I say, don't walk through me yard with them thing there. Me not involved, me don't walk through me yard and them turn around and want warring. But through them know how him stay, no, so say, Chuck Paul drinky and him drunk. When him ready, them not pay him no mind. But them one around here, so them take it serious and kill him.
But she insists her relative was not involved in any criminal activities.
Him is a person like this, him don't come out. Even if him do come out, the most him do a drink and get drunk. And if him even do talk to the people, I am my most we stay in the house. And when him hungry, we just lock up in the house. Him is a fisherman, and him through him get all, him just put it down. Him have a little bike out there, so him just go around and look at construction work them, and him save it up and build up one little place and buy him a little bike. When him come home, the most him take him money and him don't even have a woman, him don't even have a pitney. The most him we do, when him come, him just got the bar. If he have 10, 15, 20 grand, him a done it. See him place at the bar.
Meanwhile, head of the Area 5 Police, Assistant Commissioner Gary Griffith, says they are unable to say if the 2 recent incidents in Central Village are connected.
We are working on theory that both could be connected, but we are yet to put those pieces together. Of course, as you know, the investigation is in its embryonic stage, so we are working on that. But as a response, we have mobilized additional resources, the JSIP, and we'll be assisted by the JDF. We'll contain the space because we are of the fervent view that this could have been related to gang activities in the place.
ACP Griffith is making an appeal to residents in the area.
All the citizens in the community, if they are aware of what is happening or what has led to both incidents, that they share this information with the police, and as a response we'll be here for the long haul to ensure that people are free and safe to go about their business, and that the necessary protection which we promise to give to the people is actually dished out, and people are safe generally.
And over in Westmoreland, tensions have been high following recent killings, a shooting Tuesday morning and threats of violence at a school in Grange Hill in the parish. 5 people have been killed in the community since Sunday. It's understood that gunmen sent threats to a parent whose children attend the Grange Hill Primary School. TVJ News has been informed that the primary as well as the Grange Hill High School have been closed for the day. Parents have been encouraged to pick up their children. Police officers have since been maintaining a presence at the school. 2 motor vehicles were also sprayed with bullets in Grange Hill this morning. And we will have more on this story in Primetime News at 7. 1 man is dead and 2 others injured following a robbery in St. Ann on Monday. The dead man has been identified as 51-year-old Harold Bailey, a security guard from Kingston. According to reports, shortly before 6 p.m., Mr. Bailey was providing security at a cambio in Ocherias when a motor vehicle drove up. 2 armed men exited the vehicle and opened fire, killing Mr. Bailey. The gunmen also took 2 bags with an undetermined sum of money and a firearm from Mr. Bailey. 2 persons were injured in the incident. They were admitted at hospital in serious condition. Less than 24 hours after Haitian Prime Minister Ariel Henry announced he will be stepping down, some Haitians say it's bittersweet for them. While they're happy he will be gone, they say Mr. Henry has left a legacy of destruction. On Monday, Haiti's Prime Minister Ariel Henry announced his resignation. This after escalating gang violence came to a peak in recent weeks. In a video message, Dr. Henry thanked the Haitian people for the opportunity was granted to leave the country.
My government will leave immediately after the inauguration of the council. We will be a caretaker government until they name a prime minister and a new cabinet. Haiti needs peace. Haiti needs stability.
It's believed he remains in Puerto Rico as he's unable to return to his own country. But the resignation has come with mixed feelings by Haitians. Monique Kleska is a member of the Montana Accord Monitoring Bureau in Haiti.
People were happy that he's no longer here, but he leaves a legacy of killing, a legacy kidnapping. He leaves a legacy of the destruction of the country. So we are relieved that he realized that he could no longer stay in power because the population of Haiti was asking for him to leave. So we are relieved. At least one positive thing that has happened. The situation on the ground is still the same.
She believes the gang warfare is still the same in the country. Nearly half of the population requires humanitarian assistance. Food, water, and medical care are in short supply.
Things are closed. Practically everything is closed. The markets open for a little while, and they open with the door half open, and with security guards with arms almost pointed at the customers who are coming through the gates. So it is that kind of a situation where we don't know what to expect. What if the gangs come out today and then hit such and such a neighborhood? Who will protect us? What if they go to such and such a neighborhood? Who will protect them? We do not know, because there is nobody in control.
On Monday, CARICOM announced the establishment of a transitional presidential council to help bring stability to the country. But the people say it's a wait and see for them, as they're not sure how that will work.
We had proposed 5 because we thought 5 was at least more workable. They have proposed 7. But in terms of the different sectors, I think one will have to look at what those sectors represent. And I think it is up to also some of the press to look at what those sectors represent. And are we talking about more of the same? Or are we talking about a break from the past? CARICOM gave 24 hours, and I think there will be some responses to what they have proposed in 24 hours, and we will see what happens there.
It's time for a break. Stay with us. More stories when we return. Welcome back to the Midday News. Over 250 fisherfolk are said to benefit from a special training that will allow them to go further offshore to catch larger species of fish. The project, which comes under the World Bank's Fisheries Sector Project, will target over 7 communities.
What we're doing is actually giving them fishing gears, such as long lines, and we're giving them what we call fish aggregating device. So prior to this, we went further at sea and we selected some sites using what we call a depth finder, right, which is almost 3,000 feet down. And what we're doing is setting up these aggregating devices known as FADs, and so it will attract the larger fish, and then the fishermen will go out there using GPS.
That is.
Yes.
Project manager Selena Legiser says the initiative will make fisherfolk more marketable.
The idea is to make the fisherfolks become climate resilient, adopt to climate resilient practices, so that this enables them, in the face of climate change, they can increase their earnings, they can increase their catches.
It's now time for the Business Minute.
The Caribbean Hotel and Tourism Association, CHTA, has signed an agreement with the Caribbean Maritime University, CMU, which it hopes will fill labor market gaps across the region. The 3-year partnership will see the provision of on-the-job training and employment opportunities for CMU students in the tourism industry. President of the CHTA, Nicola Madden-Gregg, says the collaboration is timely. Meanwhile, President of the CMU, Professor Andrew Spencer, says their institution's curricula are already strategically aligned with the industry's requirements. Further afield, Reddit is getting ready to go public. The social networking site revealed on Monday it expects to price shares between $31 and $34 when it makes its initial public offering. It is expected to take place sometime later this month. Monday's announcement gives potential investors additional information to evaluate if they want to buy stock in the company. Reddit plans to offer 22 million shares of the company that will help it raise as much as $748 million. While Reddit has seen a 21% jump in revenue since last year, the company has yet to turn a profit into its nearly 2 decades of operation. And that's it for the Business Minute. I'm Carrie Ann Simpson.
Time now for the top regional and international stories.
In the region, 3 CARICOM countries are set to join the Development Bank of Latin America and the Caribbean, also known as CAF. A CAF statement said that its board of directors authorized the allocation of its shares to facilitate the entry of Dominica, Grenada, and the Bahamas as members of the bank. The entity says this expansion will lead to it becoming the development bank with the widest coverage in Latin America and the Caribbean. On the international scene, approximately 50 people are left nursing injuries after a flight from Australia to New Zealand experienced a sudden mid-air drop on Monday. Witnesses told the media that passengers were suddenly thrown around the cabin.
You know when you are in a roller coaster and you just go like this? That sensation. And then everything flew up, went down.
Boeing confirmed that the incident happened on board one of its planes, adding that it is investigating the matter. And those were the top regional and international stories. I'm Amoy Harriet.
We head to a quick break. When we come back, we'll have your midday sports report with Jermaine Brown.